Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm truly glad that you're with us this morning. I always am, as I always enjoy the feedback, enjoy doing this for y'all. And we're going to move on with, we've got a lot to do today, a lot to do tomorrow. And just this shows that I just amaze myself all the information we get to put on here. I'm just thrilled with it. Our high today is going to be 87. Now you realize how close to 90 that is? 87. Low is going to be 75, and water temperature is even 80 degrees. River reading is brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. The Apalachicola to Bluntstown, now it's not jumping up. You see how level it's staying. It's really at a 6.8. And today and tomorrow it looks like it's going to stay that way, even going on into the weekend. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, of course, it's going up at 6.5, and it's on the rise, and we anticipated that, so it's running true to form. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn, looking at June the 10th, and a really good strong tide today and tomorrow. We're looking at a high tide around the middle of the day, about 12:30, and the low tide tonight about 11:40. And our wind speed is still around 12. It's be coming out of the southwest. This has been a fascinating storm to watch go all the way through as it combines with a low pressure area. It started when it almost went straight north, and it just really had a lot of wind. Like I say, we got it about 33 around the Bay County area on the coast here. So let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, y'all remember yesterday we were talking about the casting. I didn't get to finish it. I want to do justice to it and finish with the casting competition and all. Remember we said it was the American Casting Association, so I looked up all the, but I wanted to get back to the distances because I know y'all are fascinated. This we showed this one right here, so I want to go into the second page. I didn't get the one-hand spin. This Henry, this is one-hand spinning, okay? Henry Mattel. Now, Henry's pretty strong because he won the fly and one-handed now. So there we do two-handed. I talked about that yesterday, and one-handed. 247 feet. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, here's the final results. And what if you look at how they got this? Okay. Start on the far right. I'm gonna call Henry up, see if I can find him. He's something else. One-hand spin is 247. So what they do, they're going from right to left on that top row. They just add the total distances, and then one-hand spin, two-hand spin, and a two-hand reel there. So anyway, that's how they get that, and I just always thought it was cool. And what I'm thinking, I brought this morning. And, you know, how can those casting competitions and all that, just the fun of it, how can it relate to us here in the Panhandle? Well, y'all check this out. Okay, this is a backyard bass. All right, you can see how it's set up like this. In fact, I'll take one out for you. So you can order these online. Now, this is what I used in the outdoor ed class. You see the little lip there, and the plug will go into it. And you got different colors, and we'd set up competition. Like if you got the blue one, you get 5 points. If you got the green one, be 3 points, 5 to 1. It would keep scores and everything. Get this thing out of here. Okay, you see what it is, okay? And the plug, you lay it on the ground like that, okay? And then you cast, and the plug, of course, catches in here, and then starts pulling it. So you don't get the points until it's retrieved. It's a backyard bass. This is a great idea to work with young people and everything. In fact, I'm going to get my granddaughter, the Chips girls, I may give them a couple of these and let them practice because they want to go fishing. And really, what it does to them, especially the preteens and teenagers, you know, they want to think they know everything and know how to do everything, but yet, really deep down inside, they're insecure, and we know that at that age, and it will give them a little bit of confidence in learning how to do this. So, in fact, I'm going to do that backyard bass, and they're made as an 800 number. I can't quite 261-1330. 800-261-1330 if you want to get different colors and all. So anyway, I just thought that was cool. Now, I just wanted to finish up on the casting and everything. And you can do, and then the other thing we did too, also you got hula hoops for accuracy. You know, that could be distance, and then accuracy would be hula hoops, and spread out the hula hoops and let them cast that way and cast that way, and try to land in it. And they get a kick out of it. So if you get a chance, do that with your neighbors or grandkids or kids or nieces and nephews. That's something enjoyable. Let's go. Y'all heard me talking about Alan Shepard on the show. Alan grew up in Greensboro. We were around the same age, and our dads were friends when they were young. So we've had this bond. And Alan, when we got into our 20s and 30s, we hunted together a lot with our families. And my brother, you know, we had a big hunting party over there, hunting that Robert Brent area, which is north of Bristol. We hunted every weekend between Bristol and Greensboro, and it was sort of his daddy's place and my daddy's place where they grew up. So we had this bond. Well, Alan worked for the line for Talcum Electric for a career. He's retired now, but he loved outdoors like all of us did. And Alan got into catfishing a good while back. He loved to catfish below the Chattahoochee Dam, and he started tournament catfishing. Well, I got this. This is a buddy he fished with. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you. Me and Alan Shepard are the winners of the Wayne County Catfish Tournament with 89 pounds. Now, Wayne County is South Georgia, over there around Jessup, Georgia, if you know where that area is. The winner of the big fish, 41 pounds. Now, I'm going to show you the pictures. Here's Alan. Here's Alan with a big, folks. You see the river. It's not like the Apalachicola River. That's not a huge river. But look at that catfish, and look at old Alan. I would call him up, tell him you need to put a shirt on. But he is. Hank Williams Jr. wrote a song about him and my brother about a country boy can survive. So here's a partner here. That's a big catfish he got up there. But I want you to look. This was this past weekend up in Wayne. Is Wayne County Catfish. So look at the bottom line down there, the Wayne County Board of Tourism. Now, wouldn't it be wonderful if our Tourist Development Council would sponsor some tournaments like this around the Florida Panhandle, Jackson County Tourist Development? This is great. My hat's off to Wayne County for doing this. But you see, 7,500 first place, $14,000. Check this out. Check this out. To Alan Shepard, folks, this past weekend he won $7,500. Is that ain't bad for doing something you absolutely love to do. And then his buddy got 1,000 because he was in first place. But Alan got the biggest fish, $7,500. So my hat's off to my good friend Alan Shepard. Okay, maybe you can watch us on YouTube. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm trying to find Alan Shepard's number so I can call him and borrow some money because I know he's got some now. So I'm gonna try to call him. Okay, look. Yesterday I showed some pictures, and I had a picture. I got an email from Star Good, who won the Mr. Tackle Box. She and her family live over in College Point. She said, "Thank you, Winston. My granddaughter Reese just couldn't let her brother be the only one to catch a fish. I've attached a picture of her along with the one I sent you of her brother catching a fish." Okay, so here's Reese right here. Look at this picture. Good job, Reese. Your brother or good little fisher people from Pike Road, Alabama. Down visiting her mom and dad. Okay, this next picture. This is my yard. I've gotten this is my bird feeder. I just really enjoy watching the birds when I can sit down and relax and watch them. So these are two. I've got a series of pictures. Okay, this is not the quality of a professional photographer, but this is two. This is a redheaded woodpecker, male and female. But what they've done, this one I took the picture, this is a little bit better. They started, the male will reach down and get the food and feed it to the female. So there's a little series, and look at there. And then the female, she said, well, thank you very much. The male's on the left, female's on the right. And so I don't know the ritual they go through, and they're just, they're happy as they can be. They're coming in on a regular basis now, and they eat a lot. But I just thought you would enjoy that. I enjoy eating it, and I don't know why it's not like a baby bird or anything, but it might be a courtship ritual or whatever. All right, that's what I got right here. Oh, you see, people don't want to hear your opinion. They want to hear their opinion coming out of your mouth. How many of y'all have been put in this situation? People, they want your opinion coming out of their mouth. I thought that was good. Now let's go from amateur photography to professional. Bo Rollins sent this. This is Scott Moody's picture. I don't know Scott, but now is that not a classic picture of these little wood ducks taking the plunge and they're headed? That's just a great picture. Here they go, and a wonderful picture there. Okay, and let's see. I've got. We were talking about yesterday about state parks and all. I went through the series of state parks, and a lot of them are open sort of part way, and we were talking about how important it is that you could sort of use those as a base camp for all the activities. And I started thinking about just here in the Panhandle, the different state parks. So I started looking them up last night, and I just sort of go through them. St. Andrews State Park, it's reopened for partial day use. And let's see, this is then Florida Caverns. As far as I understand, the park remains closed due to damage from Hurricane Michael. Florida Caverns State Park over there. St. George Island State Park, they're still closed to camping. St. Joseph. Now let's talk about St. Joseph Peninsula State Park. I went to it last weekend, and it's just what it is. They got the area fenced up where you would go past the boat launch and all. You can launch your boat, but it's small, very limited parking. You can park and go across to the beach side, but again, very limited parking, just that little parking lot there. So if you're planning to use it, it's going to be a madhouse this summer, or they're just going to close it because it's going to get full pretty quick. So if you're planning some weekend trips, that boat ramp is open, but they had extensive damage. I know they had more damage than any park in the state of Florida that suffered in a long time. They all said that, even with the hurricanes in South Florida. St. Joe State Park got the most extensive damage they've seen in a very long time, especially with the water cutting through. So what they're doing right now, I just sort of looked. I was going to take some pictures and share with y'all, but they've got some. I noticed a pile driver across where the campground area. They're driving in some pilings, and also, and I don't know if they're redoing the bridge, but they're also working on the road. They're starting to get some road base going in, but it's going to be, before they get the cabins and all, it's going to be extensive work done. So I don't anticipate anything this coming summer, and maybe on through the winter. I would think maybe next year before they get into doing any of that. A couple more real quick. Three Rivers, it remains closed, but now my latest update, it is open. Three Rivers open, and this has nothing to do with outdoors. Debbie Shores Whitaker, assistant principal at University Academy. For those of you who like history, Laura Ingalls Wilder of the Little House on the Prairie book series. The original home does not stand, but the side is still marked. Bet you didn't know she lived in Holmes County for a few months. Wonder what her books would have been like if she had lived the majority of her childhood in Northwest Florida. But I read this, that's front and back, and I won't read it, but she and Almanzo, was that his name? Lamanza, what was it? Okay, anyway, they lived there for a while, but they came down here to help him out, and then she couldn't, I think the heat and all got to her. But anyway, it's really, really interesting. So that has nothing to do. I just ran across that. Thought you might. My daughter Wendy absolutely loved Little House on the Prairie. Talking about state parks, the one over Grayton Beach State Park is in pretty good shape. And that's one of my favorites. I plan on going there. And they got some little cabins and all, and they rent out for like $125 a night or something. That's a good deal for those of you who don't have any kind of camping equipment. So check. Now it's an 11-month window. And you probably have to get, in that area, they say you got to get on the computer at midnight or something to get some of those dates during a busy time of the year. So that is a good state park to go to. One of the things, let's give away. I wanted to get back to giving stuff away. I want to do it sometime more spontaneously. We do the giveaways on Friday with the seafood, which we're going to keep it that way. But on these Los Angejitos card, we're going to give those away. Now, I've got a couple here that people actually did not pick up. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to call out who it is, but I'm going to give it away again. So I'm going to write on here one, but did not pick it up, and then I'm going to put it back in here for the second time. But that's the best way we do it. So this is a $25 gift certificate to the Los Antojitos. If you win, email me your address and I will mail it to you. Now, if you live in my neighborhood or somewhere close by, I'll run it by your house or something. But for the most part, there's no problem to mail. And then they're doing good. You can eat outside if you don't feel comfortable about eating in restaurants. You can eat outside. All right, and the winner is going to be William Jones. Now, William, if you cannot get it, I'm gonna put this over here. If you cannot get it, let me know. All right, and the other one that somebody didn't pick up, I'm gonna put it over here. Well, they're from Cottondale, and they didn't pick it up, so I'm gonna give it away again. So we're gonna give away 2 winners. All right. The second winner, $25 Los Angeles, is going to be from Cape San Blas, Bo Phillips. Bo, I passed by your house the other day. It's looking really good. Bo's got his. I told Gail that looks like my house. We got the house, and then he's got his carport, a little pole barn carport with like 2 or 3 boats in it. Got a golf cart in it. Got gravel out there. It looks really, really nice, Bo. I hope you and Pat are doing well, and here you go. In fact, I could run this by your house next time I'm down there, but let me know what's going on. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today from Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Looking at 5:07 to 7:07 this morning. And this afternoon, 5:31 to 7:31, and that wind should be sort of calming down for the first time in about 5 or 6 days. So it could be a good time to start getting back on the water or outdoors again. So we'll y'all keep me posted on what you're doing and send those pictures. You know what's 11 days from today, on June the 21st, is going to be Father's Day. And you know how I love to make lists. I sat down last night, I get tickled making this list of things that you can get for Father's Day. For the outdoors, for the Panhandle outdoorsmen, these are some of the things you can get. I just made, in fact, I used to do the top 10. Y'all look at this, I just couldn't stop. I got a whole page full of stuff. And I hope I cover all of it. And I always joke about this first one because I know not many men get this for Father's Day. In fact, I've never known of a man to get this for Father's Day. But wouldn't it be nice if, what if your family gave you 40 acres? Wouldn't 40 acres be a nice gift for Father's Day? All right, so that's not feasible for most families, but not everybody wants to have 40 acres and a mule. Sunjammers, C&G, and Blue Water. How about a gift certificate from any of those 3 places? They're great sponsors, Small Business America right there. So just run down and get a gift certificate. And over the years, I've changed my mind on gift certificates. I think they're great ideas, especially as you get older, because you sort of have everything you want. And a gift certificate, you can squeeze in something you don't have. So gift certificates are good. Okay, we've got scallop season coming up. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, scallop season, but mass, snorkeling, fin, those things wear out. And I max mine out over the years, but when they start leaking, when it starts coming down here and coming in right in here on the side, when that water starts coming in, you look at it, got a little crack in it, it's time for a new one. And the material is really good now. The material is a lot softer than those original old masks we had, where it sort of made the imprint on your face. If you scallop, you know what I'm talking about. Snake boots. Snake boots are a great gift. A lot of people don't think about this time of year for snake boots because it's really not, people aren't in the woods and hunting and all, but snake boots are a great idea. In fact, I got some a couple of years ago for Father's Day. I thought it was great. Okay, of course, the rod and reel combinations, all kind of rod and reels, the surf casting rod and reel, bait casting, C&G has them, Sunjammers, they do not have them, but Blue Water has a great selection, okay? State Park Pass, isn't that a cool idea? They're around $120, $25 or something, but you go to Interstate Park in Florida, just show them the card. I've had one for years, and I definitely get my money's worth between Cape San Blas and St. Andrew. It's fun to go there. Binoculars, how about binoculars? I've got a couple of pair, and you want them in a tree stand, you want them at home, and in fact, those Redheaded Woodpeckers, I watched them yesterday with my binoculars. I could see their markings on it. They're real bright. Okay, how about, again, I mentioned this before, cast net, especially if you get a handmade cast net by Bill McNeil, that would be a lifetime of special memories right there. Bill McNeil, I don't know if Bill's making many, but his son Tim is taking it up, so it's passed on down through the family. Bird feeding, a bird feeding station, for lack of a better term, bird feeder here, you know, some new bird feeders with squirrel proof or whatever. It's just really interesting and relaxing to watch those birds. When I was younger, I couldn't understand my dad looking out the window watching those stupid birds feed, and then get mad when the squirrels come up. Now I understand as you get older. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What about an entry fee for? Okay, here's a good one. You pay their entry fee for the CCA Redfish Tag Tournament. And what if they would win one of those boats from doing it? Remember, that's going to open up July 1st, so the timing would be great. That's good. CCA, just go to their website, CCA. Sunglasses, like Brad had these sunglasses on with a reader, a little magnifying at the bottom, reader sunglasses. What a great idea. What about a cooler, a cool cooler? They make them, I just love those, I love those Yetis, I do. I didn't want to go to them, and when somebody gave me one as a gift, and folks, they're the real deal. And there are other ones like Arctic and different ones. So a new cooler, those old ones, you need to go ahead and part with them. Because I still got a lot of them. How about this is cool, the floundering light, okay? Some kind of floundering light, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna run out of time. Our charter fishing trip here in our bay system, inshore. We've got some great fishing guides here. I can give you a list of them. I know most of them. In fact, I think I know every one of them. And they work hard. They work hard, and they want you to catch fish, and it's just a win-win situation. Chainsaw is a good gift. Life jacket, an inflatable life jacket, that'd be a great gift. And of course, I've got my book, Full Box. I don't know where it is. Full Box. We'll talk about that later. Talk about it tomorrow. Run out of time. You'll have a great day. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.